Welcome to AI Legend. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most exciting and practical uses of ChatGPT, providing feedback on your writing and artwork. Whether you're polishing a short story or refining your latest digital painting, I'll show you how ChatGPT can become your virtual critique partner, helping you identify areas for improvement and sparkling fresh ideas. And as always, don't forget to check the pinned comment for extra resources and tips to take your craft to the next level. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with how ChatGPT can help refine the tone and style of your writing. This is especially useful if you're trying to maintain consistency or ensure your writing fits a specific audience. Think about those times you've wondered if your suspense scene really feels suspenseful or if your humor hits the mark. This is where ChatGPT can step in. For example, imagine you've written an opening paragraph for a fictional story and want feedback on whether the tone feels suspenseful enough. And so here's the prompt we'll use. So along with it is an example of like an opening paragraph for a suspense story right over here. So I'd say, here's the opening paragraph of my story. So let's say it's this one right over here. And then down here, I would ask, can you analyze the tone and style? Does it feel suspenseful? And how can I enhance that suspense? All right. So notice how we've framed the prompt with a clear goal. So we're asking ChatGPT to focus on suspense, adding context like this, context, this makes the feedback more relevant and actionable. So it all depends on the results. So let's see what insights it provides. Okay, and as you can see, here it is. The critique, the ChatGPT had generated, along with that strength. And down here, they're offering specific suggestions like amplifying sensory details right over here. There we go. There's also the end on the hook, foreshadow with subtle details. And as you can see right here, ChatGPT also adjusted the paragraph written just for us. So right here, look at the depth right here with how ChatGPT provide critiques and improvements. So yeah, as you'll see overall, ChatGPT doesn't just point out issues. See, right here, this is such a game changer if you're working solo and need a second opinion. And once again, let's look over one more. Strengths right over here, suggestions to enhance suspense. Then here's the adjusted paragraph just for us right here. See? And also, remember, you can always ask for more suggestions or explore different angles to get even deeper insights. It's quite helpful, right? Next, let's explore how ChatGPT can give feedback on the composition of your artwork. Composition is the foundation of visual storytelling. It's how you guide the viewer's eye and create a sense of balance or tension in your piece. So let's say you've created an illustration and you're curious whether the focal point stands out as intended. This is where ChatGPT, once again, can help. Now, here's an example prompt right over here. So I would say, I've created a digital illustration featuring, as you can see, detailed right here, a knight standing in a glowing forest. The knight is meant to be the focal point. Can you critique the composition and suggest ways to make the focal point stand out more? So, as you've noticed, we've included enough details in the prompt for ChatGPT to understand your goals. By specifying the focal point and context, the context being this one right over here, and another one right over here. See? You're giving it the tools to offer targeted advice. But along with that, let me whip up an example digital illustration right over here. There we go. And now let's see what it comes back with. All right. Let's wait out for a while. Okay. The process might take a bit while. All right, here it is. This is what ChatGPT has to say. Starting off with the strengths right here, suggestions to enhance the focal point. All right. Their summary of quick fixes. All right. So this is quite fantastic, I must say. So notice how right here with the suggestions to enhance the focal point, it picks up on details like contrast right over here on the night, then the positioning right over here. This one to enhance the focal point. Yep, in the suggestions with the list of these, with also increasing or enhancing the glow in the fog right here. There we go. The focus on the light on the sword, another one right here. There we go. With all of these advice, these can elevate your work instantly. These are quite actionable tips you can take straight to your canvas or design software. There we go. Here's a summary of quick fixes. Above that, pointing out the strength right here. And yep, here we go. Now, if you find this video helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe to get notified whenever we post a new video. And if you could take just 2 seconds to smash that like button, it would help us get traction in the YouTube algorithm. Let's talk about dialogue. It's one of the trickiest parts of writing because it has to feel natural yet purposeful. Imagine a scene where two characters are having a tense argument. You want their words to feel real and hit hard. Now, ChatGPT can be your secret weapon here, offering a fresh perspective on how your dialogue lands. So here's an example prompt to try, along with an example dialogue that I would include right over here. Like this one, for example, the character named Lord Alric. And here's his dialogue. Here's my prompt. Up and down here. So as you'll see, in my story, a knight confronts a traitor in a dramatic scene. Here's the dialogue. Down here, I would ask, can you critique the dialogue for realism and emotional impact, sorry about that, and also how can I make the confrontation more intense? So dialogue can make or break a scene. So this kind of focused critique is invaluable. So by asking ChatGPT to evaluate both realism and intensity, you're covering all your bases. Now, let's check out its suggestions and also what it critiqued with this one. All right, here's the simple critique, and then going down to the strengths, and then opportunities for more intensity, list of advice, and down here is a revised version right over here. And then another one down here listing why this works. Along down here, other suggestions. All right, so, and here are the following that were resulted from ChatGPT. Oh yeah, I love how ChatGPT dives into the emotional core of the scene, just like with the right over here, down here, the suggestions, and right up here, opportunities for more intensity, like dynamic rhythm, response to accusation, and yep, emotional and personal stakes. Right over here. There we go, and even pointed out like the previous segments with the strengths, like tone and delivery, conflict, imagery. These are mostly praises, as you'll see right here. So, yep, these insights that ChatGPT have stated right over here. There we go. They make your character's voices stronger and more compelling. Right over here. And see, this is the revised version that ChatGPT have rewritten. See? Just don't forget, with this additional tip, you can always iterate based on this feedback until it feels just right. And at the bottom there, you might see with the additional question right here, just feel free to further layer down with the critique from ChatGPT as much as you'd like. So it's all depending on you if you want to. Finally, let's look at how ChatGPT can help you tackle bigger picture elements like themes. This is especially useful when you're trying to make sure your story's core message comes through clearly. Suppose your story is about redemption, and you're unsure if that theme feels strong enough. Now, here's how you could phrase the prompt. And along with that is my example right here. So with this one, there we go. I'm writing a story centered around redemption. Here's a brief summary. And here's one right here. And then I would ask, can you evaluate if the theme of redemption comes through clearly? What would I do to make it more impactful? See, when working with abstract elements like themes, clarity is key. So by giving ChatGPT a summary and your specific focus, in this case, again, redemption, well, you're setting it up to deliver thoughtful feedback. But it all depends, once again, on how ChatGPT would generate the results. Let's see what it suggests. And along with the thoughts and all the insights, here we go. Yep. Once again, as previous segments, strengths, along with this section right here, areas to improve for impact. One right here, add specific stakes, clarify the why behind the redemption. There we go. The revised summary example made for us from ChatGPT. Another section here, why this works, and here we go. So, it's quite brilliant with each section right here with the critique here. So ChatGPT doesn't just analyze the themes. The specific theme, like the redemption, for our example, it offers ways to reinforce it through right here with the revision and explaining right here why this works. There we go. So with each of these aspects, it can help you out in explaining the theme better, and this would ensure your audience feels the emotional weight you're aiming for. And that wraps up our guide to using ChatGPT for feedback on your writing and artwork. Whether you're refining your prose, tweaking your dialogue, or perfecting your illustrations, ChatGPT can be an incredible tool to elevate your craft. Once again, don't forget to check out the pinned comment for extra resources and tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.